kör igång direkt presskonferensen. Vi har Ove Rössler, Malmö och Jan Börsnall, ÖFK här. Start with you, Ove. How do you want to sum up this game?
Of course, ourselves. I felt we trained really well the last, say, 10 days, and I didn't expect it to start like that. To be fair, we invited pressure. We played in the wrong areas. We didn't clear our lines. Sometimes you have to play, especially when you go to Östersunds. They are full of energy and press you high. Sometimes you have to turn them, and sometimes you maybe have to show a side of play that you probably don't want to play all the time. And we didn't do that. We wanted to play ourselves out, and we caused ourselves problems. Östersunds went up 2-0. We changed the shape. I think that helped us to stabilize ourselves. Second half, we looked already good on the counter, and we got back on counter-attacks with the goals. But in the second half, I got a great reaction. I want to highlight Berang Safari and Rasmus, because I think how they raised their level in the second half shows great mentality. And we had our problems in the first half, but how, especially them two, and that is sometimes not easy, even for experienced players, to come back in the game and to stabilize themselves the way they did. In the second half, he was defensively rock solid. And I think in the end, when you see the caliber of chances we had, a clear penalty not given, I think we deserve to win. Great comeback, great mentality.
Ian, what do you say about this tough evening?
Yeah, tough evening. For me, first 35 minutes, there's only one team on the pitch, without question. I thought that we came out, we didn't let Malmö settle with the ball, we pressed high very, very effectively. And I thought that our first 35 minutes performance was very, very good. I was disappointed with the first goal. You can't allow a team with this quality that much space in the box to score. So, of course, and then 3 minutes of the first half, we allowed them back in it. I agree with Uwe, they could have had a penalty, but I also think we should have had a penalty after 3 minutes also. Perhaps that's one each, I would say. In the second half, we came out, like Uwe said, I agree, they countered us very well. Disappointed again with the goal, but for me, I said that I wanted to see us come out and attack Malmö. I didn't want us to sit down and allow them to have the ball. I didn't want to sit low and allow them to play the game that they wanted to play on our pitch. I felt that we came out and we went toe-to-toe through the game. I feel that we did enough today to deserve a point. We chased the game all the way until the end. I was proud of the players, their desire, their hunger. I've said it before, we've gone through a big overhaul of players. There's some boys coming in tonight that are only playing their first few games. You know, Dino plays his first game for many months now, full game almost, and I thought his performance was excellent. So for me, there was a lot of positives to take out of it. And of course, we've gone through a difficult period now. And I think that now is with 9 games to go, we're going to see some character from the players. We're certainly going to get an opportunity to see which players can step up now and which players can offer something, certainly for the rest of this season, going into the next year as well, as we build in the squad up.
Questions?
Uwe, what were you thinking of when Östersunds scored 2 first goals in 70 minutes?
I felt we forced the problems on ourselves. I think, like Ian said, and that is completely right, they pressed us high. I think they looked a little bit about how Omar Poikana did it for the first 10 minutes. And we was not smart enough to overcode their press. You know, sometimes you have to turn the press, you have to go over their press. And we try to play ourselves out, and we are not, it's not an excuse, but we are not trained every day on artificial, so we needed the time to adjust to that. And I think at the time we adjusted, we were 2-0 down. And they had another chances as well. So, but then I think the 4-3-3 helped us. That helped us to stabilize in defense. We had always a man more in defense, what we needed today. And we looked good. We kept our 3 midfielders, what I think was important for us. And we looked dangerous on the counter-attack. And was difficult for me to see how we come back, because the way Östersund, the tempo they played and the determination and the desire they pressed us, and but we did. And I
Did you
think
lose your confidence after 70 minutes when you had 0-2 a bit?
I think since I came, we never been down, and we never been pushed that way. Today that was the first time, and I think this experience will only make us better. And I think I've seen today really good character. It was not easy to come back. It was not easy to come back. And like I said, I highlighted especially the team performance on those two players as well, because they raised their level in the second half to being a solid, good level. In the second half, we looked rock solid. I know they attacked us on the sides. We matched them up. That helped us as well. But then they put the ball in the box. But we looked solid. Set pieces, we looked solid. And I think on the counter attack, we could have scored another goal. And in the end, it was a great lesson for us. And we have the quality that we not always need to have a lot of chances like we had in the first game, where we had a lot of chances and we only got a draw. Today maybe we didn't play it as good, but we won. And I'm happy with direction. It's another game. We tick the box, and now we have enough time, God bless, till Thursday to prepare ourselves.
But you were a different team in the second half. Did you have?
I think we already been different when we changed to the 4-3-3. We already then, the last 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes before halftime, we already then looked better.
The substitution of Anderson, was there an injury or something?
No, I think Marcus had played in the wide area for Blackburn, but he's by the books, he's a centre forward, and I have with Arno a very competent winger who can play in a 4-3-3, and I think that was good that we could put Arno in. Marcus was nothing to complain about the performance. I just wanted fresh legs. I wanted somebody who's more comfortable playing maybe out in wider areas, and also we have a lot of games coming up, so that he didn't need to go today 90 minutes, that probably will help us also considering the next 2 games in this week.
Yeah, did you execute your game plan perfectly in the first 30 minutes, do you think?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We wanted to press higher. We wanted to disrupt them in the build-up. We knew when they had a back three that we would get also transitions into the wide areas, which is where the second goal came from. But like Uwe said, when they changed the system, I think it gave them more solidity. We got less opportunity in the transition, and that gave them a bit more of a comfortable foothold in the game. So, but until they changed, I think that we were the game plan was absolutely how we set it out to be. But also I talked to the players and said when Malmö adapted, we also then have to adapt and be a little bit smart on how we press and where we leave the space, because we got opened up a little bit, which caused the first goal. So I think the switch that they made tactically caused us a problem, which led to the 2 goals. And then, of course, then it was game on again and tight. But certainly the first 30 minutes was how we wanted it to be. But we have to, of course, do it for 90, not 30.
Can you pick something very positive outside the first 30 minutes today?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Ludwig Friedsen has come into the team. He's not had so many games. I thought that he took his goal very well. Worked extremely hard. He also had to adapt his positioning into a wing back when we went into a back three, and did that very, very well. Dino came back. This is his first start for a long while, coming back from injury. I thought he led the line for us very, very well. Showed some real quality up there. So I spoke before the game and said in the previous few games we've lacked perhaps something going into the final third, and I wanted to see us create more and be a little bit more dynamic, and I felt that we were that today.
Uwe, you had problems with Hossam.
Sorry?
Hossam Aiesh, you had a bit problems with him. Did you have a special plan to take him off the game? Or?
I think we all know he's a class player. So today we saw him being so flexible, playing on the right, playing on the left. I felt he always tried to find the area where he can affect the game. And I highlighted Berang, who raised his his level second half, or say when he's played then fullback, not back three, he raised himself. He was rock solid then. So then Aish came to our right hand side, and this is why I took Oscar over. Oscar's very strong defensive midfielder, so we tried to shut down that side also with a substitution to get fresh legs in. He is a danger man, not only today, everybody knows in Allsvenskan, in terms of assist and 1v1 qualities he has. So we took care about that. In the first half, especially in the first 35 minutes, like it caused us problems. Yeah.
Do you have to make a lot of deep thinking now to play 7 games in 24 games?
No. It's not deep thinking. We take every game like it comes, and I have a squad who is, apart from the 2 strikers, is everybody's fit and ready to go. I think today, facing those challenges in the first half, coming through it and winning the game, that will give us another boost. Because I think the main thing for me was important that we're coming out of this international weekend, keeping our momentum, going in the next period of 7 games in 24 days, and I think nothing better than it was today, because I think today the feels real good in the dressing room the way we came back, because we didn't have that feeling. We didn't need to have that since I came to the club, because mostly we went up in nearly all the games, but today we were with the back against the wall completely, and we came out of it. And
how huge is this win for you to come back from 0-2 and win in a difficult away game?
I have not seen that because we didn't need to do it. Today I saw that, and I'm really happy about that. I'm talking a lot about mentality, and we've shown great mentality. Also when you see Oscar, he covered the ground today. Our midfielder covered the ground. Marcus Rosenberg stronger and pressed, and the back line stabilized themselves, what was absolutely needed. And I'm very happy, and I think that will give us a boost. And Östersunds is a good footballing team, is a club who came a long way in the last years, and they have a very unpredictable style of play because they can switch formation throughout the whole game, and that also challenged us in terms of tactically adaptation, and I think we've shown that today.
Ska vi börja avrunda så att inte alla spelare hinner iväg. Congratulations, Ove.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you. All the best.